Morning, whenever my RDL referees finally get a chance to view this video. Just doing our weekend recap. I apologize, it's a day late. I've been trying to catch up on my D license assignments and a ton of other paperwork. Um, so, real quick, because last video I got quite a few questions. It's a chameleon enclosure, and you can just see him right there. He's in his pajamas, he's sleeping. That's the whole this. So, recap over the weekend. I was out there. I had a chance to meet with quite a few of you. I know there's a lot of us. I'm trying to get around and meet everyone, but I'm just one person jumping from game to game. So, uh, thank you for showing up in the morning, having the Q&A, having these questions back and forth. And even if you think it's a stupid or like, oh, everyone knows this, why would I ask? It spurs on conversation like the offside boundaries with the build out line or handballs and things like that. Don't be afraid to ask questions. Please, by all means, do so, because you may come across a situation that I have never come across. You can be doing this for 40 years and still have something completely new that you wouldn't know unless you came across it. So, thank you for everyone who showed up. Ask the questions. You're helping not only yourself, but all the other referees with us and myself, so that we all learn and develop and become better referees. Um, Again, there's dozens and dozens of us. I am trying to get out there to meet all you all personally. Um, I've been starting with the lower level and working my way up because we're about to start into the RDL Cup, and I will be doing a video and some more one-on-one with when it comes to ARs and flag mechanics. But I want to throw a shout out to two of our referees. U10 1 Cayden, fantastic positioning. You were running with the play. You were staying within, I know it's a small field, but you were staying within 5 yards of play. You weren't just standing there in the middle. You were running up and down the field. And then even later in the day, you came up and asked questions about stuff. Fantastic. Thank you. Yeah, Cayden, great job this weekend. And then shout out to one of our new refs, Claire. She just had her first game this weekend. Yeah, it's a bit overwhelming when we first step onto the pitch and you're behind the whistle. A lot to learn, a lot to get used to. Did good. It's okay to ask questions. It's okay to be timid. It's okay to be nervous. Like, that's my very first time as an AR in a state league game was incredibly overwhelming. You're panicking in the back of your head. You've got a whole bunch of wheels going, like, what's going on? Am I doing it right? It's okay. You will learn these skills. You'll get better at it. It's okay. Just like players do, it takes years for them to develop. It's the exact same for us as referees. So, and I also appreciate Claire and Josiah, who also came and AR'd. I didn't have ARs set for this game. They asked to do it. By all means, like I said before, I put you on the sheet. You guys will get paid for it. If you want to AR and learn and work with me, absolutely. I am all about that. Hop in, see how I do my game, see the mechanics, the movements, and wasn't able to really give you guys a whole lot of one-on-one training as an AR, but able to give you feedback, little things like that. This is not about nitpicking or, oh, you're doing this wrong, you're doing that wrong. It's something you just have to do to learn and know the position. So, again, Cayden, Claire, and Josiah, fantastic job this weekend. Keep it up. So, one of the issues we're going to go in today is game management. So, it's never gotten this severe, but these are some issues that I want to address so that we're prepared for this. Game management. How do we manage our game? So, let me go ahead and we're going to shrink this down. All right. So, and I will attach the PowerPoint, but we are officials. When we step onto that pitch, we are being paid to do a job, which means that this is a profession and you are a professional. Professionalism can show in many ways, but This is not just, oh, I'm standing around watching my little sister's game go, blah, blah, blah. You are being paid to do this. This is a job. So we also need to raise our standards to the job that we are working for. Okay? We need to be focused solely on our match. We need to be paying attention. Perception is reality, absolutely. And you can tell a distinct difference of someone who just walks on with a whistle and a phone in their hand versus someone in kit, has watches, is behaving and upholding themselves, using terminology, strong whistle usage. It takes time to get there and learn, but first and foremost, what you show, that is what is reality. So if I come walking on wearing full Yusuf referee gear, strong whistle usage, loud voice, the coaches are going to be like, oh, okay, we have a actual official. And I'm not bashing on anyone. We have to learn and grow. Whereas if someone comes out in the field and they're quiet and timid, those coaches will get the concept of, oh, well, they don't know what they're doing, so I'm just going to push my way around. And this is not the case for a vast majority of our games. I'm not saying like this is a bad issue, but this is how we manage our game as officials. So, it begins with self-management. Even though inside your head you're panicking, I have done state league games, I have done tournaments, I have done a lot of higher level games, and yeah, in the back of your head, the wheels are spinning, you're going, ah, oh, crap, did I miss a call? I missed this, and you're trying to catch up. It's okay, your wheels are going to be spinning and turning, but remaining calm on the outside, don't let your emotions show or influence you. It takes time and practice. This is why we are in a developmental league. No one's going to lose a scholarship. No one's going to lose out on a $1 million tourney. It's okay. This is where we can learn and grow. And you are the adult on the pitch. What I mean by that is you're going to have parents, players, coaches that are emotionally invested in the game, which is part of the game. It's the beautiful aspect of it is everyone wants to let their emotions out and play, but we have to be the ones managing that. So why does it matter about managing our game? I'm not going to read them all off. You can see the PowerPoint, but yes, it undermines our authority is the big part. That is just going to cascade into more and more issues, and it will escalate and spread. It will lead to an unstable environment in the game. The coach is yelling, the 10-year-old player hears his coach yelling, and they're like, oh, well, they don't know what's going on. And it just adds more chaos to the game, which is why we do this. Why is this important to have the game management? Because we are controlling the game, the players, and the emotions. So, when it comes to dissent, the over-the-top emotions is the 4 P's. Is it public? Is it provocative? Is it personal? And is it persistent? So those 4 elements are part of what is dissent. And it's in the laws. I, again, encourage everyone to either have the IFAB on their phone or have a hard copy of the book. I personally prefer having a hard copy with me at all times. I like books. And Claire has my 23-24. So the new 24-25 is coming out. It's $10. Official Sports is typically where you can get it, but I'm sure you can get it from other online places. So what is public? If the action publicly, say action, whether it's throwing their hands up, yelling, throwing, like whatever they're doing publicly is heard by more than a person-to-person talking level. I get it. I've had it happen. You can have a player or a coach go side to side, talk to each other like, that was a crap call. That's fine. No one else hears it. that's fine. But when you make it public, it's heard by the field, the players, it questions you, it insults you, or calls attention to you, there is no place for it in the game at all. Provocative. If anyone on the field should be shocked by what was said, there's no place for it in the game. It could be racist, it could be sexist, you were blind, ref, anything like that. It's provocative? No. There is no place for it in the game. Personal. If you wouldn't say to your grandparents, it's probably rude and insulting. No place for this in the game. The whole call it both ways. That's insinuating that you are calling the game one-sided. So that's an insult saying that you're calling the game for one team. We need consistency. That's also an insult and a bias. Comments that are made directly towards you, the referee, challenging your integrity is the big one. That's a personal insult. That is also dissent. Persistent. When I do my pre-games, a couple of you have been with me, I tell them, hey, you can have your 2 seconds to go, oh, come on, ref, and then we move on. That's it. But when they're constantly every call, or you make a call and the coach keeps going. For instance, one of the games I had, I awarded a PK, and I had no ARs. It was the snow's coming in sideways. Do the PK, boom, shot in the corner. I can only see so much. Coach is yelling and screaming about an attacker infringed in the penalty area, but I didn't see it. And as referees, we can't call what we can't see. So I told the coach, the goal stands, we're playing on. And he kept going and going for about literally 30 seconds while I'm recording the goal and all that. And we'll get to this later about what I said and how you engage that. But continuing on, they're delaying the game because they want to keep arguing this. Anything more than an honest and brief reaction must be addressed. I get it. We're running, we're playing. As a player myself, you're in the heat of the moment and, oh, come on. That's fine. They're not insulting you directly. It's not personal. It's not provocative. It's just that's fine. You can do that. I'm okay with that. But the minute it becomes more than that and it becomes public and persistent, then we need to address it. So, as I said before, just like if you were at work or school. So I know a lot of us referees, or not us, me personally, but a lot of our referees, you guys are students. You're younger, you're in school. If that sort of conversation would not be allowed in the classroom, it has no place on our fields. You are being paid as a referee. This is a profession. We need to be professionals in our job, and that means that we have expectations of the way we're supposed to be treated. If you messed up one of your math tests and your teacher throws the paper down and, what are you doing? Are you stupid? No, that's no way to behave in a school or work setting. It's the exact same thing on our fields. This is a job we are doing, and we need to have and maintain that same level of professionalism. And it's not just on the referees, but it's also on the coaches and the players. But again, this is a two-way street, so we as referees need to have that professionalism level. So, personal traits for a referee. This will carry you so far in your future career as a referee and a player and a person in general. Be calm, respectful, courteous, and firm. So, 2 + 2 = 4. This is, you can have a coach. Let's say, all right, coach, 2 + 2 = 4. They can yell and scream 2 + 2 = 7 all they want. Coach, 2 + 2 = 4. That is it. So imagine yourself having this argument with somebody about 2 + 2 = 4 versus 2 + 2 = 9. As disproportional as their argument is, 2 + 2 equals 4. Calm, respectful, courteous, but the math is math. 2 plus 2 is 4. That's all you need to do. So, how do we address these issues? We have to, 1, explain the problem, outline repercussions, make it clear, and you also make it their decision. So, always check for understanding and say thank you. Always add thank you to the end of it. Do not add more emotion to the situation. There's enough emotions running around there. And I understand, as a referee, we have a lot of emotions. I have a lot of anxiety, even when I'm doing U10 games. It's the way I am, and as a referee, I have a lot of self-reflection, and I'm get nervous. Like, oh, was I in the right position? Did I see it? Who got the last touch? We already have a lot of anxiety inside of us. That's okay. We just don't need to add that to a situation. So, I said, write this down. I want everyone right now in the RDL, write this word, this whole phrase down. If you have a coach, and I say specifically, we'll get to this later, coaches only. We do not address spectators. Coach only. Coach is yelling because he thought his player got fouled, or it wasn't a goal, or they're offside. Whatever. Stand 3 to 4 yards away from them. Go up to them so that you're showing you are addressing them. Coach, your behavior right now is irresponsible. Please stop. What this is a dead-end sentence. That means there is no conversation here. You're not engaging them to be like, oh, well, what do you feel? No. You're giving them a dead-end sentence. Their only response is, okay, head nod, turn around, go sit down, whatever. It's not encouraging conversation. It's, this is it, done. And if they ask, what am I doing wrong? Coach, your behavior is irresponsible. Please stop. They're adults. They know what their behavior is. They know exactly what they're doing. We do not need to tell them what exactly they're doing wrong. This is not a back and forth or a tit for tat. You are in control of this conversation. Coach, your behavior right now is irresponsible. Please stop. That's all you need to say, and in just that tone. Calm, flat, no emotion. So, why do we say that specific phrase? Because in laws 6.2, 5.3, and a couple other areas in the IFAB, informing the referee of irresponsible behavior. Take actions against team officials who fail to act in a responsible manner. This particular word is straight from the IFAB. This is the only authority for dismissal of a coach, which is why we use that exact word, irresponsible, responsible manner. 1, it is not a commonly used word in everyday talk, so it's a kind of a jarring word of irresponsible. And it keeps your talk within the laws of the game. You're not like, oh, well, the coach is being an a-hole. No. Behavior was irresponsible. That puts you above reproach. And if it continues on, coach, your behavior right now is irresponsible. If it continues, you will be dismissed from this match. Do you understand? We're quoting the law word for word, and it is never, ever, ever be like, coach, if you do this, I'm going to send you off. Or I'm going to caution you, or I'm going to have you sit on the bench, whatever. It is never, don't ever insert yourself into this confrontation. It's not about coach and I, or I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that. It is, coach, if it continues, you will be dismissed from this match. You're not inserting yourself into the confrontation. We're not egging it on. This is a law. This is where we're at. That's it. Dead-end sentences. And I understand this could be a little bit intimidating for a lot of our referees. This will carry you so far along in your future career as a referee once you get this concept down of not inserting yourself into a confrontation. So, what does this all mean? 3 steps to it. You have a coach yelling, screaming, being disruptive. Ask, step 1. Coach, your behavior is irresponsible. Please stop. We continue play. They do it again. Coach, your behavior is irresponsible, and if it continues, you will be dismissed. You can do a yellow card if needed or a second talk. It depends upon the way the game is going. And then third time is a dismiss. Coach, your behavior is irresponsible and you're being sent off with a red card or a second yellow, whatever. Never, Coach, I'm sending you off, or I'm doing this, I'm doing that. No, don't insert yourself into the confrontation. Coach, your behavior is irresponsible. You are being dismissed from the game. There's no I, there's no we, like none of this. You're not adding to the confrontation. Coach, you are irresponsible. You are being sent off. Never say more than that. Ever. Trust me, there are so many times I have wanted to lash out at a coach because they had no idea what formation they were doing, or like you want to react. I understand that. I do. I've been there. Never say more than that ever. Hold yourself on the higher position, not higher position, but hold yourself within the laws of the game as an official, as a professional. That's where we need to hold our hold our ground, if you would. So, parents, we never, ever, ever, ever engage with spectators, ever. Not just parents, doesn't matter who they are, parents, friends, cousins, uncles, aunts, whoever's on the touchline. If they are not on the team side of the bench, as our fields are laid out, you have both teams on one side, all parents on the other. That other side, there is no reason to talk to them ever. Even if they ask a question, hey ref, what was that call? No, we do not speak to them. We have no authority of those people. Have you ever seen an EPL or FIFA ref or World Cup ref go talk to the stands? No. We do not engage with them. Now, if you have parents who are yelling, screaming, acting irresponsible, same thing. Coach, the spectators are irresponsible. We're not able to continue this match until the issue is resolved. That's it. You talk to the coaches. So, if they're hurling insults, you're blind, ref. Stop the game. Tell the coaches, both of them, because we don't know who is who. So have them both involved in this conversation. Let them go address them. Come back. Okay, now we continue. Again, Law 5 explains our authority. We have no control of them. So stop the match. Speak with the coaches. Coach, please address spectators. If they do and it happens again, then tell them, hey, coach, it's still going on. And eventually, the players, the spectators, and the coaches are going to get the idea that we're not going to get a chance to play any game because, well, we're not letting it happen. There is no stoppage time, so their actions are eating up into their playing time. So, why? Like it says in here, I will always support you as a referee. Sticking to these guidelines puts you in a faultless position. You maintain your professionalism, no matter what would happen or the outcome. If you stick by these words, maintain a calm, professional manner, you will always be justified, okay? The biggest one I want to point out is that we are facilitators of the game. We're not here to stop a game. We're not here to slow it down or be like, oh, I'm in charge. I'm going to card whoever I want. No. I don't like giving cards. I want the game to flow. I actually really enjoy, as a referee, I love watching a good game and being a part of it. Running around back and forth and muttering under your breath like, ah, crap, the keeper just sent a long ball and you're sprinting to catch up to it. And you're outrunning the players and they're like, whoa, you're fast. That's a part of the game. This is something that I love in the game. You're a part of it. We're not here to exert authority or control and card and act bossy. We're here to allow a clean, fair game. And yes, there are so many more aspects of this game that we will get into, but we are facilitators of the game. That should be the number one thing in your mind, is trying to let the game play, let the game flow. But there are guidelines for that. So, all right. That ran probably a lot longer than I wanted it to, but we will definitely cover more in the future. Again, Cayden, Claire, and Josiah, thank you. Fantastic job this weekend. There was a whole bunch of you. I won't call out their names. We make mistakes. That's fine. I would much rather you make a call and realize it was a mistake than make no call, period. That's just going to exacerbate a game. So, uh, dangerous play, aka high kicks, in the penalty area is a indirect free kick. So it is not a PK. It will always be an indirect free kick where it happened. Looks wonky and weird, but yeah, you have an indirect free kick like 6 yards away from the goal. That's not your problem. They have to figure out how they're going to try and score. And the other one, drop ball. This is where body positioning is so important. Referee didn't see it. He made the call that he saw, which I fully support. I was watching him. He didn't see the touch because as he was turning around to move, he missed the touch. It hit him, drop ball to a team, but he got the wrong team. It didn't change the game. It didn't ruin the game. Just a learning point. And I'm sure now both of those referees, those laws are now very clear in their mind of, oh, yeah, I need to do this. That is absolutely fine. The laws we know best are the ones we mess up. So, again, thank you, referees. You guys have been doing a really good job. I fully support all of you. You guys give me 100%, I will give you 100%. Myself, Mark, Juan, the Marshals, all that. We want the players to play and enjoy the beautiful game. So let's keep up the great work, all right? And yeah, I will see you all throughout the week. And next weekend, we got the RDL coming up. And I will start putting together a video about flag mechanics and how to be an AR. So again, thank you, everyone. And yep, that's it. So, all right, see you all soon.